Hi, good morning, connections. I'm going to pull from the energy as usual, see what's going on, all in alignment today. I'm up early translating. Um, Spirit got a message to obviously get through. I was going to wait until a little later, but something keeps saying, pull from the energy, ma'am. So I'm up. I got up in the 6 o'clock hour. I think we just entered into the 7 o'clock hour, which is oneness. So see what's going on. Yeah, I think we are at 7 o'clock. 7:06. How funny and perfect is that? Oh, and we are in Scorpio season, so I'm so excited. Honestly, we just entered into it yesterday. And for me, I do believe it's still in my second house, which is values. What do I value? What do you value? um, and I value myself and my eternal guidance and connections that I have within a family structure of a oneness. Honestly, how you should be able to naturally be able to do telepathically with your family. You should always know when something's wrong. You should always be able to recognize signs within your family structure, is what I value, honestly. And I normally only have to do that by focusing on myself to know when something is wrong with my structure, like real tree style. I always know when something's wrong. I even opened the blinds up so I can see what's going on. And everything looks calm, honestly. Traffic is calm. Just don't look backed up. It's nice and spaced out. But I'm gonna start off with the divine energy of the oracle and see what's all going on this wonderful Friday, November 22nd. Oh, I'm excited because Jupiter, honestly, um, is a ruling planet for Sagittarius. But you know how sometimes you know something about somebody, or you just energy, because it's an energy for me mainly. It's a source that guides me. But how you just wind up learning so much more than what you expected to. Like Scorpio season, I learned way more about myself, honestly, than what I even thought Scorpio was about, metaphorically. It was intriguing aspect, which that's intriguing. I learned more about myself than I actually thought I knew about myself. As much as I love myself, there's always something to learn about myself. When myself is normally the overall picture, the normal, yeah, overall picture. It was just intriguing, honestly. Scorpio season. I'm still am dealing with Scorpio energy. Honestly, it's something that just don't disappear. It's just helped me learn myself a lot more. And a wake up call is catching my attention. So I even feel like my energy, while I'm even pulling from the energy today. I got a wake up call. Because even when I was just explaining, I feel like a wake up call, honestly. Because my natural behavior is be like water. It's literally be like water. Be able to connect. It's intriguing. And for me, honestly, as I was saying, to have a energy like that and be separated from your I actually looked at that yesterday. That's the funny, intriguing part. I looked at my birth chart and actually the way of my placements at the moment, and I got a big old triangle that's connecting my main energies. Like the shape of a triangle is like right in the middle of my important energies. And it's going from literally my self identification to my family connections. I can't remember what the other one was intuitively. But it's all connected together, but it's all spaced out. It's almost like how I gave an example about my tarot readers, like people who even translate for me, but they pull cards. We all separated. That's the intriguing part. Like I can translate for them and they can translate for me, but we're separated. Like I got some that I just recently noticed. I have one that's in New York. Um, One in Jamaica, one in Russia. Where are you at? Where are you at? I can't think of you right now. How intriguing. Where the heck are you at? One in Florida. Where are you at, though? I got a school bus. Where the heck are you at? So there's somebody I know I'm missing that's important. And I can't think of who the heck it is at the moment. That's probably could be a whole message right there within itself when it comes to family structure. Somebody missing? Ay, ay, ay. Where the heck are you? I know I'm missing somebody. I can't think of who it is at the moment. Jamaica, Florida, New York. Where the heck are you at? I can't think of who that is at the moment. I know it's an important one, but I can't think of it right now. Very, very, very intriguing. Anywho, more of the story, what I'm getting at is we're all scattered out, we're separated, but we are literally connected where they pull from my energy to translate for me. Like, I would never have a blind spot because they are my clarity, if that makes sense. It's a natural family bond, but it's totally separated. See, I want to show you this because this would remind me of like my birth chart. I'm not trying to flash you guys my boobies or nothing, but it's really literally in the middle of my breast. It's in this form, and it goes with the all-seeing eye concept. Like that be on the money side on the back of it. It's a reason why, and that's how we operate, and that's how my birth chart is like. That's the intriguing part of energy that sometimes drives me crazy because it is stretched out for sure, but it's in a beneficial way. It's like you got security all over the place, but it's in the form of a triangle, not like I'll say rectangle. That is a rectangle. I'll be tripping sometimes, Jesus. What did I say? I can't remember what the heck I just said. Just that caught my. She's like, I was about to say rectangle. Not like a cube or anything. It's not like a square or anything. There's something about that rectangle that is really, really important. Honestly. What is the importance about it at the moment that makes it go in that form? Honestly, I don't know, but if I had to guess, when two or more are gathered, the Lord is present. I normally would use that energy probably in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit category. Something in the three base. Or maybe it's not even that. You know, I might learn something totally different because it's just literally spaced out. Why did it form a rectangle form? Great question. I don't know. Be true to yourself. Intrigue. Be true to yourself. That's the first card that comes out. Okay. Be true to yourself. Let me tell you guys about me today. I'm just joking a little bit, but that's what I've gone and done so far. So I've been really amazed, honestly. That lesson of be like water is intriguing when you are it. But it's intensified. Like your whole birth chart displaying it. It's intriguing. Seek hidden treasures. How funny, awesome. You might need to do the same thing. You might need to learn your own personal birth chart, honestly. It's intriguing because just like people go for readings, like I'm actually a person who I do readings all the time. Like I like to go and receive my blind spots from my other translators. I normally do it over YouTube. But I actually went in person and I got a reading done. And I loved it so much, but people sometimes be afraid to go and get readings. And you might feel the same way intriguingly about your birth chart. Some people don't like to know. They just like to just say no. Oh, jeez, and this. It says say no right here. I wonder what that's about. But anywho, as I was saying, they'd normally be afraid to, it's a school bus. My first school bus. Intriguing. My first school bus. They're just afraid of the unknown. But even though it's known, you're doing it, you're leaving it, you're living it. You're going through the motions. It's just like me. I just learned. I go through the motions. I'm just not sure of the motions I'm going through. And some people are afraid of that whole concept. I'd just rather be blind. But it's better to know, metaphorically, so you can navigate better. At least that's what I have learned, honestly. But I feel like it reminds me of the same energy. It's just like you might be actually more accepting of a birth chart than, card readings or things like that. But they're all puzzle pieces, honestly. It's all a puzzle piece. It's like a book. You can read a book and you can find your puzzle pieces. I found a couple of books. My whole life was in them. I swear they wrote it for me. I felt like somebody observed me, wrote a book about me, placed it somewhere they knew I would go. I went and got it, and they just observed my reactions, asking to, did this sound familiar? Because it was like, this sound familiar, like you just read my whole life. This reminds me of me. Even though like the whole thing wasn't literally about me, there was a lot of spots in there. It was, oh my God, hold on. Always make you want to look around like, the food of this? Who's been observing me? Who's been observing me? It's one of those type of energies. And it's the same, like these come in a book style too, honestly. That's the intriguing part. People would be afraid of this. That's another thing. It's like I don't use the book for the most part. Sometimes I use it, but I don't actually follow the directions. I just freestyle it pretty much. I use my instincts and what spirit just have. Let spirit do what spirit do, honestly. This is how I naturally do it. Very intuitive. So yeah, I pretty much just channel messages. That's all I do. I have tried, like the patterns you're supposed to put the cards in to get certain messages for myself personally. And it was nice. I got it, but I normally just trust my guidance and I let them do what they do because they were the aspects that even had the person who created this do what they did, So I just trust the process. And for you might need to be the same way when it comes to this. That was something else I was about to say. When it comes to the seek hidden treasure. Oh, a stereotype about these cards. If you are afraid of cards, but you will read a book, it's the same aspect. It's just think of it certain chapters broke down for you, like in this type of form. It's the same aspect. And some people don't know that. That's why they be afraid for no damn reason, other than they just don't want to know, or it's just a stereotype of what they've been told. But everything ain't always so rainbows and unicorns. Everything ain't always just so perfect. Life be really life in there. People really be going through difficult things. So maybe you caught the stereotype as somebody exposed some real shit that was going on. It wasn't that they just made some crazy shit happen. There was some crazy fucked up shit probably happening. Just naturally destined to happen. Definitely when you're dealing with returned energy. And that's the intriguing part. These already been done. I didn't just make these today. It's already been done. That's why I can pull from the energy of alignment. It's just the wheel of fortune, karma. People are afraid of that. They don't think there's a return. There is a return. Always. Definitely when things don't get healed and fixed, which a lot of times they really don't. That's why I can do this. We'll always probably be able to do this. It's just we have a lot of heavy traffic. Honestly, that's what the traffic is, speeding up. Literally, still a lot of healing that has to go on. A lot of repairs and things. People still in the wrong alignment, wrong placements. And it goes an example of what I explained before when it came to myself and my family, which connects to my whole career aspect. It's all separated, but it's important at that moment. That's the intriguing part. That's something I'm still learning about, honestly, because it was new to my awareness. But it's meant to be that way. That's the intriguing part. I feel like it honestly teaches a level of awareness to eternal. And it goes with that telepathy aspect and recognizing signs. It should naturally do that, but when they don't believe the concept, which even got us separated, speaking from personal aspects, it can get missed. But that's what's supposed to be happening, it seemed like. But that's the aspect of don't yuck with an unbeliever and deal with unbelievers. Lessons get missed that shouldn't be getting missed, but luckily I'm paying attention, so I can do better within this journey. Or I get another example about my other readers. We're all separated, but they can pull from my energy and translate for me. Just how they naturally will do readings for other people, it's the same aspect. But we're all separated. That's the intriguing part of energy. That made me excited to see. Look forward. Look forward. That makes me happy. That's great. That's really great. Look forward. No dwelling. Even how I get an example of what I just did, and it might seem like you're going backwards. You're not. That school bus, another school bus, back to back. Yay. That's literally what that was. Me giving that example about what you probably didn't know about the cards. That's a looking forward aspect. That's hope there because people naturally do it. You go into the library picking up all those books. You're naturally dealing with Ouija. You're naturally dealing with Ouija, but you will get afraid of Ouija because oh my God, Ouija just make things move. It wrote a whole book. It has you sign things all the time. Why are you afraid of Ouija? Ouija bring you enlightenment all the damn time. Build very strong contracts. Like, it just amazed me. I was about to give another example, but I just see my hand. It's like, oh yeah, Ouija for sure. Definitely speaking of books or writing things. Oh yes, Ouija all day. There's nothing but eternal guidance that guides you. That's the intriguing part. That's the extra intriguing part. Anything else in your spirit? And transmutation of energy. It's over about my condo. I got the universe laws over here about a condo. And transfusion of energy just caught my attention. The law of perpetual seems to be really important. And it's in yellow base. It's in yellow base. So that's the solar plex. Strength all day. Strength all day. I think I'm going to move over to the universe, actually. Look forward. Universe, what you got for me, darling? What you got for me? The law of correspondence looked like it wanted to flip out, but it didn't. Respond back to me, darling. You see me over here. The law of attraction. Yes, Jesus, all day. Ooh, be true to yourself. That's that magnetic energy. You just flow. And I feel like I don't want to do it because what I'm about to say, maybe I'm not dwelling, maybe this is just being true to myself, but the way I want to express this energy, the way I'm seeing it is what I just kind of spoke about of what I'm seeking, which I have learned. I still got some healing to do, of course, from past trauma that is naturally in me. Like I'm naturally DNA built in that form. But just healing from that. Some people say you got to heal from grief. You got to heal in the same way from trauma. And trauma is not an easy thing to heal from. It's not easy to heal from. To an extent, the way I was explaining, the way I feel, definitely now that I'm aware of it and I keep stumbling into it, it's like lessons just repeat. It's like, I know I made a couple of turns. Why am I still attracting the same thing? I know I made a couple of turns in a positive way. I don't ever really do so much negative, but literally, my whole idea was, I know I made a couple of turns in a positive way. Why am I not, magnetically attracting that energy? Still got more healing to do. Still got to learn lessons within the healing concept so you can actually thrive when you get that balanced out energy that ain't trauma formed. If that makes sense. When you got years and years and decades of trauma, then look at me. I'm a person who do tarot. So I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. You think it was always easy for us? No. Even the acceptance of it is just still, oh my Jesus, no, stay away energy. A lot of healing. A lot of healing. It's a difficult thing, for sure. The law of attraction came out. It's getting closer because it came out with that. But as I said, I feel that I was going to start dwelling because, like, this gave y'all pretty much the storyline of it's been a little bit, it seemed like the opposite to me, but I still do attract the lesson, but it's all about Jesus. That's what happens when you deal with rooted trauma. It takes years and years and years and years to fix. It's not an overnight fix. Not even a week fix. Not even a year fix. It takes time. That's like a whole bloodline that you have to fix. You got to fix a whole DNA structure. That's a lot. That's a lot. But luckily, I'm the first of mine. I'm the first of mine. I was told that by my aunt. It makes sense. Nobody else is like me. Yeah, my family even afraid of this. That's the intriguing part. I'm just here to heal us, but they're afraid of the goddamn healing. But they go to the play energies. They all goddamn believers. They all say that they Christian, but they don't believe in the eternal part, the final destination part, the part that can actually bring your answers here in real life for you. That's part that drives me crazy, honestly. But school bus. That's class for you, obviously. And even going with healing and trauma. There has to be acceptance of that within your family structure. You know, they'd be like, you can't help everybody or heal everybody. It's like one of those type of energies. But I want to say time is going to do that. That's the intriguing part. You know that saying, every knee shall bow? It's something that's going to bring them to a every knee shall bow aspect. That would probably be something devastating. Most people need to be ready to die or something. Then all of a sudden they go to pray. They seek all types of help. It's something of that nature, probably. For me, that's what I would believe. The law of vibration, the law of compensation. That's just what I mean. It has to be balanced out. They got the law of compensation. They come right back. Then the law of polarity. Then the law of ginger. The cause and effect. Law of reverse. The law of reverse. The law of reverse. You gotta go back to compensation then. That's definitely law of compensation. For sure. That goes a cause and effect. That's funny. That's important. That's a whole message right there. And guess who it's facing? Guess who it's facing? I don't know if you can see that. The law of perpetual, which is the one that caught my attention. Very, very intriguing. Who on the bottom? The law of relativity. What's important? What's important to you? Seek hidden treasures. Seek the unknown. It's really important. Or maybe even clarity. This is like learning the course or something. Feeling crafty and just wanting to go and paint something. Or, I don't know. This is hidden. Seek hidden treasures. Something new. Right livelihood. And right effort. The mind, the present moment is on right livelihood and it's headed to right effort. Ooh. Look who go together. Right livelihood and be true to yourself. That's funny. And it goes to law of attraction. And then right effort is go, but look forward. It's probably because after you have to seek hidden treasures. This is literally, for me, as I just explained, learning more about myself. And it came from my birth chart, from going and getting a reading. This is something I've been wanting a while, honestly. I was going to do it over line. But I actually got the honor to actually go and be amongst people just like me. And on a level that hopefully I'll be on eventually, honestly, because I would like to do Reiki and things like that to be in that type of field. Like that was so great. Like that's a powerful force, honestly, to be all in one room together. A bunch of healers in different levels of it. That's why I was like the name of it was the gift of light. Like that's a lot of light. That was the aspect that will blind the person literally. My Jesus, powerful force to be all together. Powerful force to be all together. And even that's a looking forward. That's an energy that you would have never ever thought could be possible. All of us together in one room. That's one of the, you better keep praying. If you use like years and years and years of based off trauma, us all coming together, they would try their hardest to keep us apart. Or just to get rid of us where we're not even known of what we can do. Like, it's just, that was a blessing to be able to um, experience that, honestly. I actually thought it was a joke when I first seen the sign, honestly. I wasn't going to go because I thought it was a joke. Sometimes I get paranoid behavior. Just, I get paranoid behavior because I'm such an expressive person. I think people try to trick me. And let's put the sign there just to see if she show up and nobody be there. Seriously. But I was like, I want to really go to this. I'll be crazy to miss out on this. I'm right here. I have the resources to get it there. I'm going. And I wound up going. And as I was in there, I learned it was a bunch of them I could have chose from, but it was one specifically who caught my attention. And I wanted to get a astrology reading. And she just wound up doing me a whole reading. And she did the astrology reading too. It was part of it. And I just learned so much about me. It was amazing, honestly. Definitely with my water placements, it made so much sense. Definitely the way I just kept flocking to water. It was intriguing. Like I'm a person who normally be in water, like that's my normal behavior, but there's the aspect where you're like, okay, now, why are you spending so much time in water? Why are you consuming so much water? You know, you're dealing with water, ma'am, literally in your important houses. You're naturally thriving in your purpose, and it's like unawarely me, I'm just over here going crazy because I feel like I don't know if I'm going left or right. That's the intriguing part that scared me. That made me question, do I want to be like water? Which you don't like your purpose, ma'am? It's not that. It's just when you're being like water, how do you separate left from right? How do you know if you're coming or going? Water just flows, but how do you know if you're coming or going? Well, you're whole. That's the whole aspect that I'm getting at. You're whole. Whole. Am I coming or going? You know? But that's something I talked about recently. I want to touch on that while I'm recording. This energy reminded me of that Olympic uh, person who said she had, what the hell did she say, Jesus? This made me think about that. I talked about it kind of recently, but I didn't record. Um, she couldn't separate her mental from her reality, if that makes sense. What the hell was her name? I can't think of her name at the moment. I put myself on a little spot really quick because I wasn't thinking about talking about this at the moment, but oh my Jesus. I can't think of her name right now. But it pretty much felt like the same energy. Like you can't get yourself out of your mind. And she got to be doing flips and all this shit. I can't do that when she was going through the mental aspect. The eternal side. She was learning the eternal side. There was a bigger picture to learn. And she got freaked out by that. That's like I was in that same energy. I don't know if I'm coming or fucking going. Yeah. I can't think of her name right now, which is very intriguing, but there's no way you wouldn't know who I'm talking about because she's so great at what she does. But she had to take a little break, literally, because she couldn't get out of her head. She couldn't separate those energies. I can't remember exactly how she explained it. That's the intriguing part. But I know what that is. That's the intriguing part. It's like, luckily she trusted herself. She was true to herself. Be true to yourself. Take that break. Don't try to let them force you to continue to keep going. Because if she would have done that, oh, she would have broke something for sure. She would have never been able to do it ever again. Ever again. It was time to learn a bigger picture for her. That's the intriguing part. Some people only love you when you thrive in the way that they want you to. She got a bigger calling. It's like I showed out for you guys already, over and over and over again. It's time for a new lesson for her and to teach you guys probably, but some people don't understand that because they just love you within that one concept that you naturally thrive in. But it's definitely the mental health area for sure. It's something in that area. Go for your go for your dreams. That's funny. In retreat. God. I really can't think of her name right now. I'm really still trying to think of her name right now. It's just that concept of the energy just really was like, that's what that reminded me of. It was the same energy. Same energy. And it's one you can't escape it. It's just hopefully you know how to pay attention to yourself and recognize signs like that. That was my lesson. I had to trust myself, recognize signs, figure out what I'm going through. Or you just got a good resource. Well, I guess I got a good resource in whoever came up with the concept of the birth charts and things like that. But I mean, like actual people, metaphorically, they call that a support group. Um, that can help you in those areas, who's aware of it, who can observe you and help you. They know what it is. A lot of people don't know what that is. That's why she really was going through it, because they're so used to her in this one aspect. It's like, hold on, what's happening? Nobody in the group was spiritual. They realized, oh, this could be some a spiritual guidance happening right now. Nobody recognized that. Everybody's, oh my God, they all just seen the bad. No more flips for you. I've done it already. I showed out for you guys enough. Can I have my own type of growth in a different form? Is that okay? Can I get trophies in a different form too? Can I earn a couple other badges? Jesus. It's just that energy is a drainful energy. It's a very beautiful energy, but it's drainful, and they just want you to stay in this one area because you thrive so well in it. And it's a very bigger picture, definitely when it comes to the eternal side. Okay, not really intriguing. Let's see. Pisces energy. A bond. That's just what I was talking about. To go with your senses. And that's probably even what I just talked about when it came to her. It's a bond. You have to learn to trust bond with your guidance at some point in time. At some point in time. How beautiful is that? That is so beautiful. Of just the image, honestly, and the energy is beautiful. Like the energy matches this image literally. That's gorgeous. And it's literally building a bond with the universe. Your guidance, what naturally has you thriving. That's beautiful. And that's going right up under look forward. How funny, perfect. That's perfect. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, jeez. You need some alliteration for sure. You gotta seek hidden treasure. There's something, you have to learn something. It's a class you have to learn. You're about to go through a lesson. Even if it's like ones that I just explained, you need exhilaration to even look forward. You might be having a hard time being true to yourself because you might not understand yourself, which is a very intriguing thing. Definitely, it's not surprising because a lot of people really don't know themselves. They don't really get to be themselves. With it being, how can I say that? Accepted metaphorically. So a lot of people suppress themselves to be accepted. about some acceleration and creation. Are you a creator? You come with an ego's energy, and it goes right with the law of attraction. I want to see who's on the end. The law of vibration. That's too funny, Jesus. They too purple. They two purples. They're too, it's the bond all day. It's the bond. It's the bond all day. It's the bond all day, from start to end. You go from the law of attraction. And it's all in the mind. It's airwavably. It's purple base, and the other side is the law of vibration, purple base. It's a bond. That is so funny. And the 12 is up there. It's your senses. You have to learn to trust your guidance, which is yourself. That's why you need exhilaration. To learn it. You know, sometimes you might pray for something. Let me just give an simple example. Like, I feel like I just did it, honestly, but I don't know. You pray for something, and then you get it so quickly. It builds that trust where you keep doing it. You don't question, like, I'm not going to get it this time, or something. Like, you just keep thriving. You might have times where things don't go through, but you don't like, I'm not doing this, I'm not praying anymore. You understand, oh, maybe that wasn't meant for me to have, or maybe it's a blessing that I didn't go there. It's something I popped off, or I would have missed out on this next opportunity because I was going the wrong direction. You don't question things no more, but you have to learn the bond. And that bond sometimes normally have you isolated. Or an example of, I just gave in two different aspects. Myself, feeling like I'm having a mental situation, which I'm always dealing with mental health. Look at the work I do, metaphorically, but it's not in the bad category. It's just something that people stereotype metaphorically. It's spiritual all day. And I think that concept of what that look like or what that is comes off as a stereotype too, honestly, because spiritual is nothing but an energy that's present. I want to say that you don't see, but normally it operates in a physical form. Like it is us. It can come inside of us. It guides us. Just like a fucking vehicle. Thinking of how to explain this. I don't want to cause no confusion because that's an important aspect. But literally, it guides us. But sometimes it's literally just airwavably. It's not in no type of form at all. That's why when you pray, you don't normally see nobody. It's just all airwavably. Unless literally, that's the intriguing part. Because now this just came to me intuitively. You're praying to yourself. Your guidance is in you. You might literally be learning to bond just in that form of a way. That's an intriguing aspect. That's not surprising to me because I know we're doing nothing but praying to our ancestors. So literally, you're just like those ones that you see who just be talking to themselves. Like what I was about to get at, honestly. That's a spiritual part. You're naturally doing nothing but talking to the eternal guidance. That's energy that we know is still there. But it's a stereotype as to it's not looked at as spiritual, it's looked at as a problem in a mental health category that is bad, even though everything is mental. And it's a health aspect. You're going to learn something from it. That's the health part. Everything is mental. Everything is mental. Everything is mental. Like, how would you function without your mental? How would you function without that eternal guidance? You know, that's a song by Chris Brown and Jordan. How I supposed to breathe with no air? How you supposed to do that? How you do that? How you do that? Ah, There's a lot of energy in this one. I need another card of clarity. This could be a death. Balance. A lot of cards. Okay. Jesus. Balance. Healing. Compassion. This is death coming back in a different form. It's like it's getting a new shield. It's gonna come back quickly. Sometimes energy don't get a shield quickly. This is getting a shield quickly. Like even the healing came out. It's coming back quickly. Why is this balance in reverse? That's a great question. I need another card again. You gave me 4, but I need one more. Go to the bottom. Fear. Oh, that's simple. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but I said that was simple. I don't know why I didn't catch that. This is the energy that people don't understand. Even though metaphorically I just didn't understand it either for a second. When you harm somebody or kill somebody, some people think that's the end. They think it's the end. This one is coming right the fuck back. Right back. Right back. Right back. It's like that's intriguing energy. That makes me think of almost a movie I've seen before, metaphorically to an extent. You shoot somebody, the energy leave out and go right into another different energy. Like it goes right back into a shield. It might hop into your shield. It's getting back into a shield very quickly. Quickly. It's like I need some clarity on this. That's quick. It's coming right back. Very intriguing energy. Okay. It's not surprising for me. It's just I need clarity on it. It's coming right back. And it's a fear as into people are afraid of that. That energy can do that. Come right back. Like it didn't take no days or nothing. It's like it's literally that's what I'm saying. It's like literally like it's a body waiting right there for them to get right in. Very intriguing energy, honestly. That kind of threw me and caught me off guard. Even though this is what I do. I brought that book out to do. I brought that book out today. I knew that probably would be important. I brought the book out. I brought the book out. I brought the book out. The Science of Reincarnation. Wow. I just flattered myself. Spirit flattered me for sure. Spirit flattered me for sure. That is intriguing. Even this image, this is an old person. And they come back as a child, they coming back. They leave it out as an old person. I'm back in a new body, baby. Let's try this again. And that's intriguing because the life purpose would probably be totally different. It might be. It's normally different. Or you might be just, I'm back. And that's the fear part. With this, I'm just back. I'm just back. I'm so excited by that. I'd show you a good feel. I'm so excited. That's funny. Like, I brought this out. This is what the back look like. They all packed up waiting to come back. I want to come back. Oh, Jesus. How lovely. That's that whole energy. That, what that law of attraction and vibration is so important. Even when it comes to that. I dropped a card. I'm trying to get it to see what zodiac. Influence in his energy. Oh, Leo! A fire too. A little bit of fire popped out. Ruling planet, the sun. Anytime I deal with Leo energy, I always go right to the ruling planet, honestly. And it's the sun. Lovely. A lot of spotlight energy. And it's not even a sunny day, and the sun still popped out. Which I did bring the candle out, honestly. Light is present. Um, that's funny too. That's funny. It goes to what? Be true to yourself and seek hidden treasures. Ain't no sun out. Ain't no light out. Ain't no light. Here you go. It's a treasure that seems to be hidden. It brings you light where you can see clearly, which you can't see when there is no light, metaphorically. That's funny, awesome. And Taurus. Oh, I popped on the scene too. How lovely. It's going with the bond. Right about it. Energy healing quickly. Very intriguing. This is a lot of trust. It's going to look forward. A bond and a lot of healing. And it's the Venus energy, which is love. Then we got Cancer energy, Aquarius energy, and Virgo energy. Then Pisces energy and Gemini energy. Oh, I like that already. It's Scorpio energy. Pisces, Gemini, and Scorpio together. That's great. I like that energy. Aries, Libra, and Sagittarius. Ah, they would have balance. Look at the balance. Ah, and double fire. That's funny, Jesus. That's probably why I like Scorpio energy. It's the same. It's that balance that was in reverse. I said, why is balance in reverse? One side literally is a water side, the other is fire. How can I explain that? That's funny. 'Cause I actually ate ribs yesterday. It displayed so intriguingly. Yesterday was an intense day. Like I see why I rested a lot. Honestly, I did a lot of healing yesterday. I slept the majority of the day. Honestly, my head is actually hurting today. It's hurt a little bit. It stopped for a minute now. It's starting to hurt again. But I actually got to channel some energy in a medium style for somebody, and it was a compliment to my food. Eating those ribs, it would be considered his god doggone family of an energy. That was the intriguing part, and it was so funny because the way that it happened on Facebook, I did a picture like a little collage of me with this guy named Edward. That his mom and sister actually is energies that do guide me, help me too. That sometimes pop through on me. Now I had recently just talked about it. That's the intriguing part. The part that had me just like, intriguing. I know I ain't never took no pictures with you or nothing, but when I actually went to his page, as his wallpaper, he had his god dog on a family picture up there. There was his mom on one side, just like this. The mom was on this side, and then the sister was on the other side, just like this. And they was at the table eating dinner. And it was just so funny that my food was the same concept of what the channel message was. One just wanted to say hi, which was the sister, and the mom just wanted to let you know I'm still here for you. I was like, oh my God, this was so random. But that's just how life operates. That's the intriguing part. It's just funny how I displayed it in my food. Honestly, another part of you. It's a part of you. It's just, I feel like it's what I was about to say when it comes to this energy. It's almost like a yin and yang energy, but it's the energy of You know, they be like one side could be good, the other side could be bad. It's like one of those type of energy that you really could be mixed with in a red form, metaphorically. This is a little separate from what I'm talking about, but this energy where I'm looking at it and feeling it, with one being a water side, the other is fire. Find a way to make it balance. That's probably why I was in reverse too. You thinking these two don't go together? What could we do together? What growth could possibly come? How you mix water and fire together? It makes me think of something I actually looked up before. I got really into the Bible at certain times. Certain times I had to go into the Bible, and I wanted to learn, stories about the Bible. Honestly, definitely when I start realizing a lot of these stories display my life. Honestly, just how I read any other type of book, the Holy Book displays my life too. Um, but it was an aspect where the shepherds just flew over a group of them. I can't remember his name right now, and that's the interesting part. I'm having a hard time with names today. I don't know what the heck that's about, but it was a testy energy, and they wanted him to set something on fire. That's intriguing that fire came out, and one of them they could. I think now. I gotta think. It's been a little minute. I'm trying to think. The other group set the fire. I don't think they could set the fire. I don't think they set it. But the other one, the animal was wet. It was wet, and he still set the fire. The fire still was set. It was like impossible. Like, how in the heck did you set this fire? And it was wet. That was the intriguing part. It was a testy energy where it's like, if you can do this, do it to this. We can do this too. Watch us do this. But I don't think that they could set the fire. And he set the fire, and on top of that, he had an extra challenge with it. It was wet. And now this is that energy for sure. Like how these two go together. If it's meant to be, it will happen. And it blew my mind too. Like, oh my god, it was wet. How you set that fire like a full blown fire like that? I hate the cello. I'm trying to think what was that. Who was I looking up during that time? Oh, I want to say David, but I don't think it was David. Yeah, yeah. And that goes with that seek hidden treasures. That was me on a seeking aspect of treasure. That was the same energy. And it's that same energy back again, probably. Because I'm giving an example, but I have to go once again and look it up to remember what the heck it was. Who was that? And I don't know why I think it was an animal. I can't honestly remember it because the other group said it. I don't think they could start the fire. That was the intriguing part. But somehow they wound up still getting the goddamn praise, even though he set the goddamn fire. They didn't think he could. It's like the denial behavior was intriguing, which that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. How sometimes greatness like us gets so suppressed. Like we can show them the proof, and they still just be nope. You just made this up, or we can do this too, and they really can't do it. That's the intriguing part. Or they try to get rid of people like us who gave them the goddamn proof and roll with something that was just totally the opposite. That you couldn't even get the fire to start. How you legit flew this? Like, but within this energy, that's what that balance is. Scorpio, Gemini, and Pisces, and Sagittarius, Libra, and Aries. That's funny because it's going with Libra and Gemini. That's the important energies for that balance when it comes to water and fire. We are in Sagittarius energy right now. And it's funny because within this energy, Leo came out, which is a fire base too. And that's an obvious. It's the sun. It's a light shining on something that's in the dark. That's the intriguing part. It's that example I gave is this energy. That's the funny extra part. Very, very intriguing of the energy. Who's over here? Frequencies. Capricorn. Capricorn is supporting Leo's energy. And this is a new start energy. This is looking forward. Like it's an energy you have to use a lot of discernment, but even the example I gave, people still do that behavior, but that was generations ago. But people still that still do happen. It still does happen. That's why some people they get afraid of me just as soon as I say I do tarot. I pull cards. Oh Jesus, no, But you'll go to church that following Sunday, or the next day, and it's like, what are you doing then? What did you even show up to church for? You ain't seeking no eternal guidance. Quit playing with yourself, or quit playing with the guidance. One of the two, which is all the same. Quit playing with yourself. Is there anything else? I don't think so at the moment. So that's been the energy, guys. Have a great day.